9267.
Good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to Afternoon Express. My name is Danilo Acquisto. Now, growing up, I've always had an issue with setting goals. It's something my mom drilled into me, but it's always something that I've always found to write down and actually achieve those goals step by step. I found incredibly hard. I'm very goal-oriented, but today in the loft, we're going to be chatting more about goal setting and how to go out and achieve those goals. We do have a life coach joining us in the loft today, plus a woman who I think has done incredibly well when it comes to setting her goals. Her name is Nicole Flint. She's 2009's Miss South Africa. And then you know those awkward family photographs that we tend to take. Either everybody's in a straight line or you have those awkward poses that make you want to cringe. Well, today we have a photographer in the loft telling us more about how to take that perfect family portrait. And that's not all. Bonnie's got more.
Yeah, thank you, Danita. I love taking pictures. I can't wait. I'm Bonnie Mbuli. Welcome, South Africa. Joining us in the loft today is Mr. Clive Maistry, a man who's done it all. Radio, TV, acting, and recently a finalist for Mr. SA 2014. Welcome.
So great to finally be here.
Lovely
I wish
to
I
have
had a
you.
loft like this.
Don't we all? Well, we'll be chatting to you a bit later about your latest projects.
Fantastic.
Awesome. And also in the kitchen, we have our favorite Woolworths food developer, Andalepu. And today we're making an easy midweek dinner. I see Woolies has done half the job for us already.
That is correct. So today we'll be cooking our chicken breasts, which are topped with mozzarella and spring onions. And just to accompany that, we'll be having some sweet potato, which will be roasted in the oven. And then just to cut all that up, we'll have some minted peas, which we'll be serving just on the side of that today.
Oh, wow, it sounds like a dream. Can't wait. And of course, we want you to join the conversation on social media. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat, # Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page, or call us on 083 913 3728. The question we're asking you today is, what are some of your dreams and what goals have you set to achieve them? But for now, let's head back to the couch and join our first guest.
Yes, it does feel very strange to be on the couch, not in the kitchen today, so I'm saying hooray. This lady that joins me on the couch, she started her career as a radio presenter on a popular local breakfast show, but skyrocketed to national fame when she was crowned Miss South Africa 2009. She also went on to make the top 10 in the Miss Universe pageant in Las Vegas. Since then, combined with her love for adventure, she has raised money for charities by undertaking a series of very grueling challenges, as well as built a successful career in TV presenting. Joining us on the couch today is the beautiful Nicole Flint. So welcome to our loft, Nicole.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I always feel intimidated when they have beautiful women on this couch because I've got to focus on what we actually have to do. So, Nicole, let's start off with your personal life. You went to study actually radio and television, so you knew from quite a young age what you wanted to do. You're now out getting those goals. What was Nicole like as a youngster?
A tomboy, really. Grew up, I didn't really know that I wanted to do media and that kind of thing. I actually wanted to become a vet. Love animals and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I suppose in school you don't realize, you know, only by about matric I thought, okay, that's what I think this is what I want to do. Be in front of a camera, be behind a mic. I love media.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about the media that attracted you so much? Were you as a youngster very like in front of the mirror doing all, what was the defining moment?
I wasn't actually. I was actually not shy, but I wasn't. I wouldn't say I knew exactly, you know, that was what I wanted to do. But I loved acting and that kind of thing. My dad always said I was a drama queen, which is absolute nonsense. But yeah, I think that was it. I think it was just. It just sparked, and I just went, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, so obviously moving on from the radio, you went on to go to this national fame in Miss South Africa 2009. That must have been a big moment in your career, I suppose. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. I think, you know, after I was scouted, I didn't even know what that meant, and went into Miss SA not thinking I'd win, you know. I thought it was just, I was working on radio, and it was something that I wanted to do when I was a little girl, but not really... You know, it wasn't a goal. But when I was entered, I was like, okay, this is my dream. I think this is really what I want to do. And tried my best, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you find that actually getting involved in the stuff was to try and boost your confidence, or was it because somebody else said to you, I think you're pretty, you should be on Miss South Africa? Or do you feel like there was a real drive in you to make a change in the world, and therefore I wanted to enter beauty pageant? You kind of answered that already, but...
Well, I think it's a bit of both. But as I entered, I thought, okay, this is... I was, like you said, it was an absolute drive. And, you know, small things from trying to look good by gymming and training 6 times a week, having to be dedicated to reach that goal. It's not easy, But I think if you really want something, you can. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a thing a lot of media personalities say is if you really want something enough, you'll work hard to get there.
Yes.
Did you ever write down these goals? Was it ever like Nicole Flint wants to be on Afternoon Express? Tick. Nicole Flint wants to be Miss South Africa? Tick. What was the actual process of setting those goals in your life?
I didn't write them down, that's for sure. But I sort of, after school, I knew what I wanted to do. And I think it was just in my mind that that's what I wanted to do. My family pushed me. I have an amazing support structure at home.
Awesome.
So I think that really helped a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's in the mind. I mean, if you think you can't, you're not going to.
So speaking about goal setting, obviously when you want to achieve something particularly grueling, you have to make sure that those goals are set beforehand. Your mind is prepared, your body's prepared. You've entered a lot of grueling challenges. I suppose, number one, to raise money, but two, I think for your own personal health too. Cycling challenges, Kilimanjaro. Expand on some of those for us.
I think I love adventure, and once somebody puts a challenge in front of me, don't say that I can't. I am very...
That deserves a high five.
Yeah,
I'm like that
thanks.
too, yeah.
I'm very competitive. Somebody said that I couldn't climb Kilimanjaro. I proved them wrong.
Boom.
And I think that was where I went, fine, I'm going to climb it. And during this essay, you support this charity cycle tour that we do. And they said to me, well, you're not going to come next year and take part. I said, okay. So I bet them, and I did. And so in hindsight, I mean, I've done two, and adventure's my thing. I love
So I suppose goal-driven is the wrong word. It's stubborn, I think, is the correct word.
100%. 100%.
As we all need to be. As we all need to be that
exactly.
a little bit stubborn. So what is the stubborn Nicole going to be up to next? What is the thing that you're going to say, I'm going to prove you wrong?
I want to climb another mountain.
Oh, wow.
It won't be Everest.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
I'm not going to...
We're all about to say, we're wondering.
No.
I bet you can't do it. Now she's going to do it.
I'm going to. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do it. But also, just expand a bit on my media industry and that kind of thing. And yeah, I think, every day is a new challenge.
And so you've got another big challenge coming along, marriage.
Yes.
The wedding's on its way.
It is, and yeah, looking forward to it. But I do know that I'm never going to become a wedding planner. That's for damn sure.
It's a process. I'm sure it's a nightmare. But how are you going to manage all of this media personality stuff? Husband, wife, maybe mother soon?
I'm a woman. I can do lots of things. No, I'm joking. No, I think it's just it's balance. It's all about balance. Which is easy, I think being able to... I've been in media for a long time, so I know how to balance.
How to make sure that you find balance in your life. Find that personal time
correct.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about goal setting later on, so don't go anywhere. If you have any questions for Nicole South Africa, make sure you give us a call right now, 083 913 3728. And after the break, Bonnie gets cooking in the kitchen and we chat to media personality and television personality, Clive Maistry. And don't forget to enter our Revlon competition. And if you want to know more details on that, have a look at this.
Would you love to win a day in my life? Then make sure you catch our Revlon Foundation Friday series right here on Afternoon Express and enter our competition on Twitter. Very simple. Tweet us a picture of you holding your Revlon Color Stay Foundation, tag at Afternoon Chat, and use our hashtag Foundation Fridays and hashtag #LoveIsOn. And you and a +1 can win the ultimate celebrity experience where you'll be treated to 24 hours of luxury. Competition runs until the 21st of August. Find all the details and T's and C's on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. So don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So get snapping.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express live on 3. And of course, remember, if you're cooking along with us, visit our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za for the full recipe and shopping list. But for now, we're going to get going with this amazing mozzarella and spring onion chicken. What's our first step?
That is correct. So all you need to do today is just literally take it out the packaging, heat your oven up to 180 and just place it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. So you can just do that for me in the meanwhile.
Why we love Woolies.
Yeah. So while you do that, I'll actually get the potatoes going for us.
Okay,
so
awesome.
For the potatoes, quite simply, I've just cut the sweet potato into these small little rounds, as you can see, thin rounds. Just going to be placing them in an oven tray.
Can I pop these in already?
You can place those just like that.
Just like this, nothing else.
There's no need to take it out the packaging at all. So you can see I'm just going to be layering the sweet potatoes inside here.
Right.
In no particular order or anything.
Okay.
I don't need to put all of them inside. I can put these ones to the side.
Perfect.
Cool. So now I'll be taking our organic chicken stock and just pouring that over here So the chicken
Organic
stock,
chicken stock.
that is correct. So the chicken stock is just actually, while it's cooking, it's going to draw up. It's going to draw in all the flavors.
Yeah.
The potatoes are going to draw in all the flavors of the chicken stock.
Oh, and it's
so
going to
that's the whole
seep
point
in.
of it. Yes.
Any other type of liquid you can use if
well,
you don't like chicken stock,
you don't need to use
maybe?
chicken stock. You could use veg. You could use water. You could use beef stock or lamb stock. It's up to you.
Right.
And we've got a wide range of stocks in house to
But
use.
this adds a lot of flavor.
That is true.
Yeah,
So now
awesome.
all I'm going to do is just season with salt
Okay.
and pepper, just ever so gently. Some Malden in there.
And are we melting our butter? How are we adding
There's
this
no
butter?
need to melt it. I'm just going to add the butter just in the blocks as it is. So the butter's obviously going to be adding the rich flavor into it now again as well. So you can just actually add just small little
And
blocks.
we're obviously roasting these, right?
We are roasting it,
Okay,
yes, that's
awesome.
correct.
How do you make sure that they're not just burnt on the outside, but that they're actually done?
So you need to cook it at least in the oven for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So you'll check them. You'll check them just with a knife and just poke a knife inside and see.
Which means
if
low
it comes
heat.
out. That is correct.
Okay.
So now I'll just take some lemon, squeeze some lemon in there.
Perfect.
And we can place that actually
Just like
in the
that.
oven as
So
well.
easy.
Simple.
Oh my gosh.
You can add herbs to it. If you want to add some more flavor into it, you could add thyme.
What kind
you
of
could add
herbs? Thyme.
Thyme,
Okay.
herb, or sage. Yeah, sage would work
Perfect.
quite well on
Oh,
it.
so easy.
in
I'm
the
going to
oven,
make
just like
this
that.
tonight. While I pop this in the oven, let's get to know Clive Maistry a bit better.
So exactly, South Africa, we're about to get to know a man who has done amazing things for himself in his career. He's been involved in radio, right? He's been involved in television. He's been Mr. South Africa 2014, an absolute legend. Clive, I'm so glad that I get to get you on the cast today because your career has been, first of all, incredible. Can I just say that? Well done.
Thank you.
Growing up, who did Clive Maistry want to be?
Geez, I don't even know. I had so many people to look up to. I just saw myself as a media person, I think, growing up. I wanted to become an entertainer, and I wouldn't say I've arrived, but getting there.
So what does that mean, not having arrived? What are some of those goals you've achieved? Actually, wait, before we even get there, let's talk more about where you've come this far, and why is that not enough?
Well, I mean, I think we learn every day, and you keep growing as a person every day, and yeah, I've accomplished a few things, and I think you never learn enough as a person, and you know, you continue growing, and yeah.
Some of your greatest highlights from your career so far?
Geez, well, Mr. South Africa finalist last year was pretty cool. I think also attending my own shows, which is pretty cool.
Producing two.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was absolutely awesome.
That was very, very cool, yeah, definitely.
Can I expand on this Mr. South Africa thing? Because something I've always wanted to ask you was, you know, I entered a presenter search on SABC3 too after having built a name for myself in the industry, and there was always the chance that I wouldn't have made it, you know. There's always a chance that I wouldn't be sitting on this couch.
Yeah.
You went in with the same kind of base, and you didn't make it through to the final. What did that do for your ego, first of all? And two, how did you come out from that?
Look, I think, yeah, it was a bit of a bruise to my ego not making it all the way to top 3. But I recovered from it because I do have other things going for me as a person and a brand. So I recovered pretty well from that.
So what did make you recover, though, is what I'm saying. So did you not feel like, maybe I'm not good enough? Maybe this isn't what I want to do anymore?
No. I just kept going. I mean, I've got a few things in the pipeline as well. So I think recovery is based on how you basically come back from a situation. You don't take it lying down, and you just continue doing what you do.
Fighting, and you're a big fight when it comes to that stuff.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about those TV shows that you've been working on at the moment. So what exactly are you doing right now?
Well, at the moment, I'm busy with a show on one of the channels and
a broadcaster.
Paid for broadcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a racing show for them. I'm also busy with a movie show right now.
Awesome.
Again, on TV, so a bit under wraps at the moment. So yeah, nothing's to be revealed yet.
So nice and busy.
Nice and busy.
So we're chatting goals on the show today, and I think a lot of media personalities don't ever get asked about their goals because, you know, we're jumping from job to job, we're doing 50 things at the same time, we're producing, we're directing, we're presenting, we're all over the place. Did you have a person that ever inspired you to take this path that you have taken now?
I think just growing up, I mean, I wanted to get into the industry, and I've never looked back. I mean, I've seen everything as a stepping stone as well, so yeah.
Who was that person, though? Was there somebody you looked up to? Was there a mother? Was there a father? Was there a brother?
I think my mom's
sister?
encouraged me the most to just keep going and never give up on anything, so yeah.
Cool. Well, speaking about goals, what is the next goal for Clive Maistry?
Wow. Well, the movie show, I think. I've got a movie that just came out that I'm working on, so
That's very exciting.
I think that's going to be very, very cool.
And if you see yourself in 10 years, where are you in 10 years?
10 years from now, geez, I don't know. Probably somewhere very big in the media, hopefully.
Epic.
Yeah.
Epic. Well, don't go anywhere, because I want you to stay on this couch for us as long as you can. We're talking about goals today. We've got a life coach to join us in the loft today. We've got Nicole Flint. And I want you guys to all discuss together about this writing goals thing, because it's something that I really struggled with growing up. I still struggle to find concrete goals for myself and to take little steps to go and achieve them. So don't go anywhere. You stay right where you are. And South Africa, you stay where you are too. We're going to a short commercial break. And when we come back, it's more cooking in the kitchen. Plus, we chat about how you can achieve and set your own goals. The Afternoon Express team is going green. Join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. until September as we bring you the most innovative trends in sustainable fashion, food, decor and design, as well as handy tips to help you reduce your carbon footprint.
Answer our Go Green question every Tuesday and stand a chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card every week.
Plus, if you answer all 12 questions correctly, you'll be entered into our draw for the ultimate grand prize, valued at more than R500,000.
Including a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev worth R300,000. Also, up to R250,000 worth of home upgrades so you can live off the grid. Plus, food and homeware from Woolworths valued at R75,000. And a R25,000 towards a school of your choice with My School.
So go big, go green with Afternoon Express every Tuesday at 4 p.m. to win these amazing prizes.
South Africa, are you with us?
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3. So now we're about to start our minted peas, right?
That is correct. So all I'm going to do is just get some water on the boil, grab
Okay.
some salt and just season the salt just ever so gently.
Okay.
And then we can just actually add the peas in there.
And how much do we cook them for? Because peas cook quite quickly.
Peas, they cook very, very quickly. I would just make sure, if your water's boiling, just make sure that they're in there for less than a minute. And the trick about peas is to, once you do actually take them out of the water, take them out the water to retain the color, put them straight into ice water if you want them to retain into ice water, so they can stop cooling immediately.
Yeah.
But we'll just cook them today and just take them through.
Is it good to have them cool?
Yeah,
with the rest of your food?
Well,
food is
if you're
quite
going to
hot?
serve them immediately, take them out of the pot. Last thing you do is take them out the pot and plate them. But
yes,
if you're not going to be plating them immediately, take them out and refresh in ice water just to make sure that they stay that wonderful green that they are.
But I love mine warm.
Cool. So in the beginning, now I'm just going to actually just adding some stuff which I'll be adding to it. So
Okay.
some lemon juice. You can actually add some lemon juice to the bowl here if you'd
Okay.
like. And then I'll just be adding a bit of lemon zest to go with it.
Cool. A lot
That's
more?
yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. I love lemon.
I'll just zest a little bit of lemon there.
And how much zest? Just
Just half a lemon is fine.
Half a
Now, I
teaspoon,
mean,
half
if you
a
want
lemon.
just more freshness to it, you could add some more, obviously.
Right,
It's up
right.
to you. So that's
perfect.
that.
and then are we chopping our mint or just
I won't be chopping it
pouring
today.
in
You can
as it
actually
is?
just pull them off the...
Pick,
them for me
pick
and
them.
just add maybe about 5
Okay.
or 6 mint leaves for me. Cool.
Minted peas. I've never
Yeah.
tried minted peas.
So in the case of today, I'm just going to actually take them out and put them straight in the bowl, which I'll be blending
Are
them
they
in.
done already?
They are done.
Wow.
They are done. They are done.
Yeah, you
Can
don't want to
smell that
overcook
mint,
it.
eh?
You can
Lovely.
smell it, definitely. And that lemon.
And it goes with the lemon, yeah.
Yes,
That's why
yeah.
we've got the lemon there as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Cool, that's
So we don't need to put those in frozen water, though?
No, we
Okay.
won't need to. Cool, that's just enough.
Is that
mint.
enough?
We can add some more as we go. Let me add just a little bit more
A
lemon.
little bit more lemon.
I'm just going
Are
to
we
actually
s-
need that blender which you've got on your side.
Are we
Chef.
seasoning?
Yeah, we'll season
Okay.
afterwards, but
Okay.
let's just blend it up just ever so gently. So you can see it's not coming as much as I'd like it to. So
Yeah.
all I'm going to do is add a bit more lemon juice to it.
Oh, okay. It needs more liquid to
If you
mush.
can just hold that for me.
Okay, cool. And if you're cooking along with us, don't forget to go to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za for the full recipe and shopping list.
Okay, I'll finish
Okay, you can do that because I'll probably blow them all up all over the screen.
Cool. We can finish that off.
So you don't want them completely mushed. You
No,
just
you just want them just to be a little bit rough, actually, just to actually get a bit of a texture to it.
a bit rough. This is good for babies and
Yeah.
kids.
So now we'll actually season it.
Okay.
We'll season it with a bit of pepper. And another healthy splash of Malden there. I love the Malden salt. Then we'll actually just put it straight into here. Just give it a light little stir.
Peas actually have quite a distinct smell, hey?
That's true. And with the mint and the lemon, you can actually just smell that coming through.
Sharpens it, yeah.
So you can see there, it's just a rough little...
Oh, this is so perfect to give to babies.
And then just to finish it off, I'm actually just going to be garnishing it with
Okay.
a sprig of mint again.
Looks pretty. We love
There we
pretty
go.
in the kitchen.
So let's just wait for our chicken to come out the oven and we can serve a wonderful dish then.
Perfect. Thank you, Anda.
Thank you.
They say if you see something that moves you and take a snap of it, you can keep that moment forever. So in essence, pet photography is a way of capturing a quirk, an expression or memory of a pet that can be held onto as a reminder of how much happiness the little four-legged fur ball brings. Marlene from PawPixels knows all the tricks to capturing the perfect shot, plus how to keep a pet's attention to make the task easier and more fun. Take a look.
Pets are precious members of the family, and capturing their spirit through a beautiful portrait is more popular than ever. With a household of diverse furry friends, Tammy Conradi loves the unique personality of each of her dogs.
Well, we've got 4 dogs. We've got Nico and Blue, who are both from Tears. Blue is a German Shepherd cross Border Collie, and she's a year old. And she came in very, very malnourished. She's turned into this beautiful, beautiful dog with an awesome personality, and she's incredibly playful. She loves her toys. She'll never greet you without anything in her mouth. Then we've got Nico, who's our second rescue, and he's a Chihuahua Cross Terrier. He's now 14. And he loves Charlie, our Labrador, and she's 11. She loves going for her walks and playing outside. And then our last dog, which we got most recently, is Toto, and she's a toy Pomeranian. She absolutely adores Blue, and she loves playing with Blue and chasing her around whenever they have a toy. Those are our 4 special animals.
Marlene Lammers combines her passion for animals and photography through PawPixels, a pet photography business. With a keen eye for creating characteristic and fun portraits for loving owners, Marlene is the perfect choice for Tammy.
The trick to getting a good picture of your dog or your cat is to make sure it's in a happy place, it's sitting somewhere where it's happy, it's in its natural environment, and it's looking at you because you're getting its attention. To get the best angle, you want to be at their eye level. You want to focus on the eyes because that's where most of the expression is. So if they're on the floor, you want to lie on the floor. If they're sitting on the couch, you want to sit right next to them. To get pets' attention, I don't shy away from using some good old bribery. It can also be nice to take a picture from above with the animal looking up at you. It generally creates quite a cute picture because their ears flop back a bit. I generally like quite a calm background, so it doesn't distract too much from my furry model, although it can also be quite nice to have a bit of color or a bit of pattern in the background as well, depending on what you're trying to do. I prefer working with natural light coming through the windows as opposed to switching all your lights off because it creates a softer image, and pets generally like being within a natural setting like that.
Marlene will then select the best images and enhance them by carefully adjusting saturation, contrast, sharpness and brightness levels to achieve the best portrait of the animal.
The most important thing that I want out of these photos is I really want to capture their personality. I really want their quirks to be brought across so that when I look at the photos, I can go, yes, that's such a Blue pose, or that's such a Blue thing to do. Yeah, that's definitely the most important thing for me, so that you have like a strong memory of them, like you can remember them fully if you look at the photo.
Pet photography is all about patience, but you'll be rewarded with a beautiful image of your four-legged companion.
Sit. Good boy. Beano, keep their tails wagging.
Well, we've had a look at pet photography, and now we're going to look at taking pictures of the family, even though I know some of you might think that families and pets are the same thing. Now, having a beautiful family portrait or even a photo of you and your friends is an awesome gift, and it's a definite keepsake. So it's something that you can do in your own home if you want to. And with us today is professional photographer from the Elate Group, Ebert Stain, to show us how we can take the perfect professional family or personal portrait. So, Ebert, first of all, welcome to the loft. It's very good
Thanks
to have
so
you.
much.
Yes.
It's good to be here.
Awesome. Now, dude, I think the first thing that we want to establish is taking this portrait. What exactly is the right way to stand in a portrait? Because, I mean, it's terribly awkward. I hate photographs. I don't want to do it with my hands. And
Especially full-length photographs, because you want to like enhance the good things about your posture or your body and minimize the damage.
I guess as natural as possible. What I like to do if I do portraits is I try and joke around and kind of don't let them know when I'm about to fire the shot. So if you can get them as natural as possible, that's what you want to do.
Okay. Lighting is apparently a big thing, and you've mentioned that we could take these photographs at home. How do we control lighting in a place like a home?
So in regards to lighting, definitely start off with getting a clean canvas. I usually say if you can get a clean space, try get a place where you don't have a back mirror. I mean a mirror or a window. If there's a window in the background, you want to avoid that, light coming in. Avoid a space where you can have hard shadows or light. So anything indoors is win, definitely. Or if it's cloudy, you can go outside and it'll be good to go.
So where's this distribution of light equally?
Or natural light,
Natural light, equal light, that's what you want to get.
Props.
Can you add light? I mean...
Definitely. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love to add light. Light helps you to also remove the foreground from the background. You can add focus to a certain subject using light. Personally, I like to use warm light. If you can add warm light using a lampstand, or candles, even offset, just to add that warmth, make it more homey.
It sounds daunting. I find this stuff incredibly daunting. To set up a photo shoot, my cousin's an art director, and I always get like, about trying to set up photos, because to get that framing right, the lighting right, is impossible. And hands tend to be my biggest thing. So you've mentioned that props are apparently a really good thing that you can use. How do you choose the right types of props?
Definitely, props help so much, because it can be awkward in front of the lens, like you just said, and to have something in your hands does help. Props, try and keep it, if you're at an event, you're doing a wedding, try and keep it quirky, it's fun, relax people. If you're going to do a stylized shoot, then try and keep the colors to match the wardrobe, match your set. Keep it fun, keep it easy, don't not too bright colors, you don't want to overpower.
Oh, because family portraits can be so awkward. Color schemes, is that like something we should look at?
Definitely, like for me, when I do any kind of photo, I try and keep the primary colors down to 2 colors. Probably don't want to do more than that. Like today, I mean, she's wearing beautiful marsala, which is the Pantone color of the year, and you're wearing denim. So I mean, the two of you, like
we
that matches.
Perfect.
That's a perfect already.
Awesome. So we're like style.
So are you going to, gurus, are you going to demonstrate how to take the perfect picture?
Definitely.
Can I call some of our guests in too? Because this is a family portrait. We don't have a family. So can I have Nicole and Clive also come and join us for this one?
This is so special because with social media and everyone just taking pictures on their phones and photoshopping and filters, this is still quite novel and special. Hey?
So tell us what we're going to have to do.
Cool, so let's get the 2 guys at the back and then the ladies in the front.
In the front, okay.
And let's use some props. You boys can have guns.
So if I shoot him down, I can have both ladies for myself. Is that sort of what we're going for here?
That's a good idea.
Okay, cool.
Bonnie, there's an umbrella for you.
An umbrella?
Here we go.
Under my umbrella. Wow, okay.
Oh, guys.
Cool, and then you girls can grab a
Very
seat.
period inspired.
No, thanks. Don't cut us out of the shot with your umbrellas. This is like the worst thing you can do. We're the most good-looking ones in the shot, obviously. Obs.
We're going to like back-to-back.
I don't know what we're doing.
You are so vain, Danilo.
Also, what I did with the umbrellas, the white also helps to kind of break the color and kind of it's quite neutral, which we forgot to mention as well. This looks good, yeah.
So you're using the white to break the colors. So if you've got lots of colors in your outfits and stuff, try and use white objects to break those apart.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's do this.
Let's take a photo.
Cool. There we go. Great. Yeah, and then basically, that's as easy as that. If you can be comfortable, play around, that's it. Cool. Girls, we can probably keep that umbrella still.
Okay.
Anything that you maybe want to do.
I'll go without the umbrella for the next one.
Let's lose the umbrella.
Okay.
I like the idea of the gun. It's fun. I'll take it out of my pocket.
Okay. Cool. It's
okay.
There we go.
Oh, that was not right.
Ready, and there we go. Smile.
And of course, the pictures get uploaded immediately, and we can see what they look like.
Yeah, they uploaded to a tablet that I use for my wireless device, and then you can see it immediately, and it's going to be online.
Oh, amazing.
I believe.
Change things that you don't like.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to want you to bring that tablet with you if you don't mind. Right, so I want to see them just now when you do it. But anyway, guys, well, I hope that you guys had lots of fun here on a couch with us. And remember that these tips next time you want to take a portrait of your family and friends so that you can avoid those awkward situations where you're kind of doing the matric ball pose. Let's do that matric ball pose. One of those awkward quotes. Do not do any one of those. And we're discussing exactly how you can set realistic goals to achieve your dreams after the break. So remember to join in the conversation on social media. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express and comment on our Facebook page, as well as 083 913 3728. That's the number to dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, everyone has dreams, we all know that, but some of us want to be movie stars, others want to be CEOs of major companies, whereas we often get lost along the way when it comes to setting our goals for ourselves to achieve those dreams as well. So we're back on the couch now with Clive Maistry and Nicole. We're also joining us in the conversation is life coach Marietta Coetzee. So Marietta, first of all, welcome to Afternoon Express. Now, goal setting is something that a lot of people struggle with. Why?
Because it doesn't come naturally to us. It's not a talent, it's a skill you have to learn.
Okay.
And have you learned anything along the way about goals?
I suppose so. I suppose my mom always used to drill, like I said, setting goals into my life. It was always something that you to like sort of set the future goal and take little steps to get there slowly. But it's never something I've managed to master. So why is it important for us to master these kind of skills?
Well, I guess you've got two kinds of people going for their goals. You have the ones that are actually living their goal partly, you, and then you have the guy who's living another life while he's trying to reach his goal. So for them it becomes more important to write it down, make it visible to your brain, and do all the other stuff and learn the skill.
Sure. Well, I have loads of questions to ask, but I thought I'd chat to you guys at home first. We've got Busi joining us on the line. Hello, Busi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Cool. Busi, I heard you had a question, so you're welcome to fire away.
Okay, I'm well on my way to reaching my dream. I was chosen as a delegate to represent South Africa at the One Young World Summit in Bangkok, Thailand.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am in the process of raising the funds for the delegate fee and for flights. So my question for all of you, since you've managed to start living your dreams, and for the life coach, is there any advice from you so that I can reach the goal of raising the funds and making it there?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Busi. Awesome question. I love it because it is specific, and I think that's one of the most important things about goals, making them specific. Let's start with you, Nicole.
I think I've also had to, you know, with charity and that kind of thing, you're always trying to raise the money. And you get rejected a lot of the time. Sorry, we don't have money. Sorry, you can't do it, whatever. And I think it's just about asking as many people as you can, because eventually you're going to get there.
Yeah. Isn't it embarrassing to ask people for money?
No, because especially like Busi, she has a goal, she believes in what she's doing. So I'm not embarrassed to ask, because it's not for me, it's for something else and something I believe in.
Something you believe in a lot.
Yeah.
Clive, anything to add?
Yeah, I think just eyes on the prize. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. You've got your end results, and how you get that is dependent on how hard you're going to work for it. So even with last year, Mr. South Africa, I mean, I had to do lots of charity work, and I think the eye on that prize was obviously charity. And when you do call out people for money as well, you know within yourself you're not necessarily doing for yourself, but for a greater cause. So eyes on the prize, definitely.
So Marietta, I know maybe I'm being very controversial, but that to me almost sounds wishy-washy. Do we not need to set specific things in our place to go and find, like, actually I don't need to approach 5 people to raise 1,000 Rand from each of those 5 people and so I raise enough money? Don't we need to be more specific than just go for your dreams?
Well, that's not really your goal, is it?
Okay.
I mean, a goal is something that you have to do yourself. You can't set goals for other people. What they're doing is more have a strategy to collect a certain amount of money.
So what they're saying is correct. We do have a goal, and that's what the right thing that she's done. She now needs to put a strategy into place.
Plan smartly. Where's your best opportunity for collecting the money? And make the best use of your time that way. Not quite goal setting.
Sure. Well, I hope that answers your question, Busi, and thank you so much for calling into the show and asking them. I do want to ask you something else, Marietta. Obviously, as young people at the moment, we're very distracted. I think we're the entrepreneurial age, we're the ADD age, you know, we are the social media age. Our minds are being pulled in a million directions all at the same time. Lots of information at our fingertips. What are we facing in South Africa and in the world at the moment when it comes to goal setting, and what are those effects?
I think the time has come when you actually have to learn the skill of goal setting and goal achievement, because there are so many distractions. I mean, you can go on the internet for 5 minutes and go down the rabbit hole for hours and hours. So it's now, the time is right now for it to become a skill.
So what is that skill? Teach us the skill. Tell us, our Oracle. We want to know.
The skill is this. You need to write it down.
Okay.
I know you said it doesn't work for you, but that's not the case for everybody. You need to make it visible to your brain. This is what I want. Your brain is a goal-seeking device. So you need to write it down. Then you need to get a handle on how to manage your willpower. And that is a skill. There's a lot of information around from the neuroscience about how to do that.
So there are actual practical methods. I know Clive asked you this question about your not winning the Mr. South Africa pageant.
Yes.
Willpower came into that to say, I've still got enough in what it takes to get there. That was my goal. I didn't achieve it. Now let me go achieve something else around that. What was your sort of mental process in preparing yourself to overcome that?
Look, it wasn't per se been there, done that, got the T-shirts. It was something I wanted to achieve regardless of the outcome. And within myself, I've fulfilled that. And there's other things that I want to achieve in life, so that wasn't the only thing why be all and end all per se. So I picked myself up. I mean, it took a while. It was a bit of a devastating process, but it took a while, and
but I think that's what the youth are up to. They're kind of saying that goals limit me. If I set one goal for myself, I'm kind of tunneling my vision, whereas opposed to I want to kind of open my vision. Is that maybe not the case that we're seeing?
Well, in the ideal world, you have a vision for your life, and within that, you set a goal. So if that goal doesn't come to be, you can set another goal, but your vision for your life is still what you originally said.
So, Nicole, if you had an ideal vision for your life, I know you have your faith really close to you. I know your career is very close to you. Now your family is soon going to be very close to you. What is the ideal person? Have you set that goal? Have you written it down and says that, Nicole wants to be Miss World or Miss Universe?
I haven't written it down, but I definitely am going to. I promise you that. And I think, once you write it down, you read it, and, it becomes something...
more real.
Yes, it becomes more real. And willpower, again. I think, yes, I've got a lot of goals. And like you said, you don't just set one goal for your life, because perhaps it doesn't come to pass. Perhaps that wasn't your purpose, So I want to become a vet. Definitely not going to happen. Definitely not. You have to be clever for that and intellectual. Anyway, so and academically that wasn't me. So it's just about pushing forward and willpower. I really like that.
And willpower is a thing you can learn to develop like a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. And there are a couple of things you need to know to make the best of the willpower you have.
So I think the next part of this discussion that we're going to have to be having later on is a little bit more about changing your goals, having your goals change and shift as you grow and mature. And so we'll get into that discussion a little bit later. So we're going to be continuing this conversation a bit later on. For now, though, Bonnie is going to be making us a delicious treat using rooibos tea. Who knew?
It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for a natural dose of fresh-packed rooibos goodness. We're always in search of ways to enjoy the food that we love, but in the healthiest way possible. So today, we're going to make a recipe that not only tastes good, but it's good for you too. Hi, Kelly, welcome back.
Hi, Bonnie.
So what role does rooibos play in a healthy lifestyle?
Rooibos is a lovely way to include more antioxidants and also to get the hydration that you need. So those are two really important parts of a healthy lifestyle. So rooibos has wonderful antioxidants that help to protect you against free radical damage. And that free radical damage can affect your immune system and your overall health. So antioxidants help to protect you from heart disease and cancer. So if you're doing something like adding rooibos every day, it's a little bit like adding more vegetables. You're really improving your overall nutritional value of your diet. So another thing that's great about rooibos is that it's caffeine-free and it's completely natural, so it doesn't have any sugar in it either. So provided you're not adding sugar to it, it's got no calories in it, so you can use it as part of a weight loss diet. And it's just a really lovely way to drink enough water without having to drink plain old boring water.
Right.
Yeah.
What can people do to make healthier lifestyle choices?
There are a few things that you want to try, and the important thing is that they're enjoyable. So it's not about being absolutely perfect all the time. It's about making substitutions in your life and taking away other things that you should be replacing with good stuff. So it's about eating real food instead of all the junk food. It's about making sure you're drinking enough healthy beverages, so taking away the sugary things, but finding a way to enjoy nice, flavorful, healthy beverages, so making water enjoyable, making tea enjoyable. And then the last thing, obviously, is exercise. There's only so much that diet will do. So you do have to be doing a moderate amount of exercise every day.
There's definitely no easy way around that.
Unfortunately
you just have to
not.
do it. But you're going to demonstrate for us another great idea on how we can incorporate a healthy choice into our cooking, right? Okay, let's go to the kitchen.
Right.
Wow, Kelly, you're definitely not just a pretty face. I didn't know you could wizard in the kitchen.
I like playing in the kitchen.
Awesome. What's the first step?
The first step is to make some rooibos tea.
Oh.
Because you can use rooibos as a substitute for other liquids in your cooking. So you can use it in baking and for marinades, and it adds lovely flavour and colour.
Other liquids such as?
Things like milk. So in this recipe, we're replacing milk and
with rooibos.
With rooibos tea.
Wow, okay. Right.
Okay, so you can
pour some in here. This is freshly boiled water. So
brewing a little cup of tea. And then when that's been sitting for a little while, I'm going to ask you to pour it over the cranberries to just plump them up a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
So I'll start by mixing the rest of the recipe. I've got some flour here. So we're using half the flour that we would normally use in a muffin recipe, and I'm making a healthy substitution by adding some oats. You could also use some oat bran if you wanted to.
Okay.
So those are your dry ingredients. And there are a few
think this
others
is
to add.
ready.
Great, so pour it over the cranberries and let them sit for a few minutes. So this is the baking powder that I'm adding. And then a little pinch of salt. I'll stir those up together.
And of course, for all the measurements, you can go to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. Cool.
And then you can add that in there. And I've got some grated apple, which also adds sweetness. Because, why? Because I don't want to add too much sugar. There is a little bit of sugar here, but it is about quarter what you would add in a normal muffin recipe.
Oh,
So that's all about making something delicious. That's also got some health benefits going on.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we've got some egg.
Okay.
And a little bit of melted butter. You could use olive oil if you wanted to. It's just to add a little bit of fat to the recipe.
Okay.
And then the last thing is some chopped up mixed nuts.
All kinds of nuts. Any nuts you like?
All kinds of nuts.
Okay.
And you mix that all together. You can stir it if you like to.
I'd love to. I enjoy this part.
So you also want to grease a nice muffin pan here.
Okay.
How's that looking?
So we spoon that into the muffin pan.
Yeah, take that over here. So you want to fill the muffin tray about 2/3 full.
2/3 full. Okay.
And then bake this at 180 degrees until they've risen nicely and they look nice and brown.
Okay, perfect. Well, obviously we have some muffins ready over here. Should we try some?
Yes, let's.
Thank you so much, Kelly. We love having you in the loft. We learn so much from you every time.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Well, there you have it. Easy ways to incorporate healthier lifestyle choices with fresh pack rooibos.
Fresh pack. Goodness comes naturally.
Welcome back, everybody. So we're on the couch now with Nicole Flint and Clive Maistry. We're discussing how to set goals to achieve your dreams. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure you give us a call now. The lines are open, 083-913-3728. Now, Clive and Nicole, first of all, there have been a lot of comments on the social media sites. Everybody wants to be in media because it looks glamorous, people love it. What was the first step that each of you took in terms of getting into this industry? What is that first step? I leave matric, then what?
Well, for me, I think, and I still tell this to people, I mean, if you've got a plan B, rather focus on plan B because it's not your plan A. So television is something I've always wanted to do. And I think you do need some formal training, but it's mostly a given talent that you have and you polish it. But yeah, it's not all glitz and glamour. It's lots of hard work.
So it's part training and it's part natural talent.
Absolutely.
Okay, how did you know that you had the natural talent?
People told me.
Okay. So you've got to work with your gift with the gap.
You have a passion for it, and you feel it within yourself.
Yeah. So Nicole, you obviously had the goal of getting to TV because you studied TV and radio. What do you think is the first step in terms of breaking into the industry? Because mine wasn't through studies.
See, I think studying was great, but that's a theoretical thing. I mean, theory is not going to get you onto TV. It's practical. So being in front of the camera as much as possible, being behind the mic as much as possible, but also just belief. you know, believe in yourself. I mean, it sounds so cliche, it sounds so Miss Essay. Sorry about it. But,
save the world.
Save the world, world peace. But really, it's just about believe in yourself, you know, belief that you are able to do exactly what we're doing. And if it is a passion, like Clive said, you're going to work hard for it. So do whatever it takes to get there. Network. That's such a big thing.
Meet people and put yourself out there.
100%. Sometimes it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Marietta, let's get back into this conversation about changing your goals and as you go along these paths. A lot of us have this vision. So, you know, we've always had, I know somebody on Facebook actually, Carolina Mamecha, said that she's always wanted to open up her own bakery. She's loved baking and wants to get studying in baking. So we have these dreams. How do we know if we're allowed to start changing and deviating from those goals and dreams that we've set for ourselves?
Well, what would let you know it's time to change?
Well, potentially, maybe you get along the way, and I've always had this goal of being on this television. I've always wanted to be an Afternoon Express TV presenter. Afternoon Express, sorry, buddy, not cool enough, find another path. I've now missed that goal. That goal's no longer there anymore. What do I do to start shifting and changing that to something that I can achieve?
I think use the lessons from how you got to where you are, because that would be your blueprint for setting goals and achieving them. And then you apply that to your new direction. I think in life now, there are just so many options.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody is staying in the same thing for 10 years, not even people my age. Really, we don't do it.
And especially in the acting and TV industry, I think it's quite hard. So we do have Linda joining us on the line from Soweto. Linda, I understand that you're an aspiring actress.
I am, yes.
Okay, so what is your question today for goals and setting these goals and starting to go out and achieve your dreams?
Okay, so as you have said already, I am I'm wanting to become an actress. I'm in, you know, trying to be an actress, and I've joined the DNA Actors Workshop. I'm part of that. And I also have an agency as well who sends me on jobs and gigs and things like that.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to know what the next step is?
Yes, please, definitely, because it's so hard.
Yes, it is. So let's start with you two. Obviously, you guys are not necessarily actors and actresses in your own right, but you do get involved in films, I know, Clive, so let's start with you. The issue with the acting industry is that agents seem to rule the roost. If you have an agent, that's the only way to get the job. What is your advice?
I think, the agency would be a great idea. Geez, I can't even give you advice. I think just keep trying and putting yourself out there, and as you guys both mentioned, networking and getting involved, even if you need to shadow someone. It's so important to get that backing.
Yeah, so I definitely say that obviously getting the skill, first of all, is important. Make sure you're honing your skill. You're going for voice lessons. Get as many acting classes as you can in. Find an acting coach, I think is one of the biggest ones. And rock up for your bloody castings.
Yes, absolutely.
Go to your castings. I mean, a lot of them come along. Is that correct?
I was just about to say that. A lot of people have gone to 100 castings but not gotten anything.
Yes.
And they get upset about it. But you never know. The next casting you go to, that's the job you're going to get. So I've also done acting, and it's just, again, push yourself, because those castings don't come along for nothing.
Plan for rejection too is a big one. I have a cousin who's an actor, and I have my best friend who's also an actor. Both of them go through incredibly dry seasons, and you're going to get rejected often. No work is going to be available, but make sure that that's your goal that you're wanting to achieve. Go out and get and expect those downtimes. So I hope that answers your question enough. Marietta, so we want practical means. We want practical means to set goals. Please give us the checklist. Where do I start and where do I end? And is it always any time too late to set goals for ourselves?
No, it's never too late. It's never too late. I think you start with a vision for your life. It doesn't have to be a 10-year vision, and it's not written on a marble tablet. So you start with a vision, then you set a goal within that.
Okay.
The common way to set goals is called SMART goals.
Yes.
So it was specific, measurable, and all that. You can find all of that
online.
Online.
Good one.
We won't go there now. And then you must make it as visible as possible to your brain. Then your brain will help you get what you want.
True. Well, let's use an actual practical example. I know Nkuleleko sent us a message to say, ever since school, I've fallen in love with tourism. My big dream is to grow and be an important, recognized person, probably manage or market hotels within the country and make sure that people get best hospitality possible for themselves. So he's got a dream, he's got a vision. How does he go about attaining that?
Yeah, that's a big dream. Start with small steps.
Okay.
A good secret, I think, of staying motivated, which is a huge part of the game, as you know, is to set small goals. Because when you achieve a small goal, your brain gives you a dose of dopamine, which is a feel good, which is the
Yes.
thing that motivates you, and you build on that.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you.
And he needs a sort of a strategy of how to get there.
Love it. One more comment from Tuso, sorry, on Facebook also says, my goal is to get my short stories published. I have been writing for almost 4 years, but have never been given a chance. But that encouraged me, I suppose. I'm going to keep getting through this. And I think publishing, writing, the arts, creatives, TV, radio, it's consistent rejection. So, guys, I think you've given enough motivation for that one too. Thank you so much. I think it's time for us to go and have a bit of a nibble. How's our food doing, Bon Bizzle?
Indeed. Thank you so much, guys. What an insightful and important conversation. And that memory of me going to all those castings is making me hungry. And our table is laden with amazing feasts. Thank you so much, Anda.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
It looks absolutely incredible.
It looks so yummy and I can't wait to tuck in.
Yes.
So this time I feel like I want to be served because I'm so used to serving on this show that it's time. And I know we took photos from our show today. I'm glad we get to show these to you, South Africa. So have a look at this.
It's coming up.
How cool. We look so cool there, man. I love that.
Wow.
It's like 2 James Bonds and 2 Bond ladies.
Don't you love it how girls look at the pictures and go, yeah, it's amazing, only because they're looking at themselves.
So true.
South Africa, thank you so much for tuning into the show today. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow between 4 and 5 p.m. Good night and happy eating.
Happy
Bye.
eating.
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express. Fashion super designer David Tlale showcases his latest collection, and Jackie Berger and Layla Peterson share some fabulous style advice. And we learn more about what it means to be a tea master.
Another feel-good production.
Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.